Last week, we made the celestial clock, and personally, I really like this mock. First of all, the clock can turn, and there's a ton of space for minifigures. And today, we are going to be expanding that with a second part of the mock. But first, let's do some minifig work, starting off with Kai and Zane. So Kai and Zane are already some pretty awesome minifigures, but we're going to add their legacy hoods, which add a little bit more flair to them. Now let's get to the build. So for the base of this expansion, I've kind of worked on the edge part, and I've also worked on the terrain and bushes. I've added a few more newer ones, and on top of that we are also going to expand it out this way with Garmadon's camp. So let's get to that. So I've pretty much finished this module, but I actually have started working on the next module instead of the kind of Garmadon's dark mech I was going to do, because I think that fits more into Garmadon's camp. So while you're kind of seeing a little bit of it on the side, I will leave a teaser and let's get into the dungeon area, which is actually going to go below right here in Garmadon's camp. So I'm going to do a time lapse where I finish this off, and then we can get into the final mock and finishing touches. Of course, this room wasn't actually on the Dark Island, but I thought it'd be nice to include a small Easter egg with some other small building techniques that, you know what, you might find on a Dark Island. So here's the part 3 section done, and it does split just there. Inside here you can see a few things, including a floating skeleton. Nothing is holding this guy in place, and you can definitely see that by the fact that everything on top of this roof would be anti-studs. There's a pizza box and also a little plant here. I would show you the moving up part, but we'll save that for finishing touches, which we're going to get into now. So with this done, we can now get closer into the details. First thing I want to show is this tray of dark matter, and to make this all you need is one of these rounded bracket pieces, and you also want to have a few of these infinity stone parts. If you sandwich them together, it should work to create a small tray of dark matter, and here are the parts that I used. Now, moving into Garmadon's camp. For this, I'm actually going to attach part 3. So in part 3 we have Garmadon's camp, and what this showcases is first of all a pulling up door which you can raise and lower, and there's also another walk spot here which coincides with the one on the other side which I showed in finishing touches. Now moving inside, you can see that there's not much at the moment, but that's because we're going to expand on it in the next part. Now this is only the first 2 sections of the Dark Island. They do connect together really well, especially here at the Celestial Clock, but next week we're going to be tackling section 3, and that's going to look really good with Garmadon's fortress especially. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't seen the Celestial Clock segment, I'd recommend you check that one out right here, and peace.